Hey guys, it's Todd. Welcome back to my Sports Card of the Day video series. This will be episode 31. And as you can see in front of you, it's the big unit, Randy Johnson. The classic 89 Topps rookie card in the Expos uniform. Of course, he had one in the traded set in the Mariners uniform. When I was researching Randy Johnson for this episode, I had to be reminded of how great he was, the accolades he ran up in his massive career. And 22 seasons from 1988 to 2009 for 6 teams and 303 career victories, fifth most by a left-hander, 4,875 strikeouts. The only person with more is Nolan Ryan. By the way, he threw a no-hitter and a perfect game. And get this, guys, he threw 7 one-hitters. He lost 4 no-hitters in the 9th inning. So, what could have been? 10-time All-Star, won the Cy Young Award 5 times. Only 2 pitchers have ever won the Cy Young Award 4 years in a row. Randy Johnson and the Professor Greg Maddux. And Johnson has 5, second only to the Rocket, Roger Clemens, for the most all time. And he also is in a real rare club with Pedro Martinez and Gaylord Perry in the rare feat of winning the award in both the American and National League, meaning the Cy Young. And he's also one of 5 pitchers to pitch no-hitters in both leagues. And he threw a perfect game at the age of 40. I mean, this stuff just seems unreal. And he also killed a dove with one of his fastballs in 2001, if you remember that. That's just kind of bad timing, and, you know, it kind of a sad deal. Doves are pretty birds, but they just got destroyed by Johnson's 100-mile-an-hour heat. And struck out 20 batters in a game twice. Struck out 19 batters in a game 3 times. This stuff is incredible. I mean, reading this stuff, you know, going back through it was just like, wow. This guy was complete dominance. And I remember I grew up watching him. But I didn't follow the Mariners or the Expos, you know, to a degree, or the Diamondbacks, you know, to really hone in on how good this guy was. He debuted in '88 for the Expos, and his last appearance was in 2009 for the Giants. In one of the dumbest trades ever. Not at the time, because Randy was struggling, but looking back, it was pretty stupid. The Expos traded Johnson to the Mariners for basically Mark Langston. A couple other pitchers involved, but they weren't really of note. Randy Johnson's win-loss record, 303 and 166. Career 3.29 ERA, and of course the 4,875 strikeouts. And he played, you know, for the Expos, Mariners, Astros, Diamondbacks, Yankees, back to the Diamondbacks, ending it with the Giants. Listen to these career highlights here. Wow. World Series champion in 01, 10-time All-Star, 5 Cy Youngs, World Series MVP in 01, Triple Crown in 2002. That's the pitching Triple Crown, obviously. Major League wins leader in 2002. 4 times he led the league in ERA. 9 times strikeout leader. Perfect game, May 18, 2004, at the age of 40. Pitched a no-hitter on June 2nd, 1990. His numbers retired by the Diamondbacks. He's in the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame. And, of course, the Baseball Hall of Fame. 97.3 on the first ballot. And you got to wonder which guys on that committee didn't vote for him. Just like with Derek Jeter. It's like, what? How could you not? You know, it just seems unreal. Obviously, Johnson topped 100 miles an hour regularly throughout his career. And famously in the 93 All-Star game, you guys probably remember when he threw a ball over John Crook's head. And John Crook said he was terrified. And there were a lot of guys, when I went back and did some reading, that really were terrified of Randy Johnson in the batter's box. because he threw so hard. He was so menacing looking on the mound because he was almost 7 foot tall. And his 6.46 career winning percentage ranked 6th among left-handers with at least 200 decisions. So, I thought he'd be a little bit higher there, but there's been some awesome left-handed pitchers in the major leagues over the last 150 years, however long you want to call it. And just an astonishing career to play as long as he did. And, his pitching style, as high as 102 mile an hour, his fastball was. His signature pitch was the slider that broke down and away from left-handed hitters and down and into right-handed hitters. And get this, guys, I didn't know this. He was a teammate of Mark McGwire at USC. They were on the same team. I did not know that. No idea. And also, how about this? Check this out. I found this very interesting and pretty cool. He's the only pitcher ever to strike Wade Boggs out 3 times in one game. Now, that's impressive. Because, Boggs was kind of like Tony Gwynn. You just didn't strike him out. There's no way. He'd foul off 30 pitches and then either get a base hit or draw a walk. And Johnson struck him out 3 times in the same game. Only happened once, but he's the only pitcher ever to do it. It just kind of gives you an idea how dominant he was. So, he, you looked at him when he looked kind of scruffy, and back in the day, had the long hair and the mullet kind of going on and kind of looked rough. You would think he was probably like a deep South guy, I guess kind of like where I grew up, I guess you could say, although I never had a mullet and looked kind of rough. I was always clean cut and, but whatever. But no, he was from Walnut Creek, California boy. So he has so many records. It's just it's mind-boggling what this guy accomplished. And as far as hobby love, pitchers, they don't really, for the most part, get the love that the Trouts and the Betts and the Tatis and all those guys are going to get. But I think Johnson did okay. A lot of his autograph stuff to this day does pretty well. But this here, before everybody had 55, 60 rookie cards, this was his first one. And 89 tops. The set to this day brings back a lot of memories to me because I was a 12-year-old kid, man, and I was opening those 89 tops packs like crazy. And, I wanted to, at the time, find Cal Ripken and Tony Gwynn, who were my 2 favorite players growing up. I wasn't concerned about Randy Johnson. And I was looking for the Greg Jeffries Future Star card too, which I have several of. But turns out the Smoltz and Johnson and Sheffield and those guys were the main cards. So the big unit, where did that name come from? Tim Raines. He ran into Tim Raines in a practice session when they were playing together early in his career, and he hit him so hard that Raines went flying across the field, basically. And he said, "Man, you're a big unit." And it stuck. And that's what he was known as ever since. So we can thank Rock Raines for the big unit nickname there. So that's all I got today, guys. I'm a big Randy Johnson fan. Now that I've studied him and got some of his details, man, he was one heck of a pitcher. So that's all. 150 is what I'm looking for as far as subscribers. I'm kind of stuck at 131. Haven't done a video in a week. I'm going to do the giveaway video probably either maybe later today or tomorrow to kind of show what I'm going to give away. And, yeah, that's where I'm at. So everybody that's supporting me, thank you. And if you come on this video and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm up and coming and could use the help. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. And have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday.